What is up, guys? Johnny B here again today, and I'm gonna be bringing you a video on something that I normally do, day-to-day basis. It's not too often that it happens, but every once in a while, obviously, I'll buy cars that are damaged, we'll fix them up. But this is one of those occasions where this car is not mine. This is a 2012 Nissan Sentra that we sold about 3-4 months back to a customer that has been enjoying it ever since. It's probably the best car she's had, because the car before this one, she was having a lot of overheating issues, a lot of issues with the transmission, a bunch of other issues that you just don't want to be dealing with, right? Especially when you're a single mom. You want to be able to have a car that's just going to get you from point A to point B, not going to give you any issues. So I recommended her a Japanese car, and I happen to have a car that was in her budget, and it was this car. I believe we sold it to her for like 3,600 bucks. 2012 Nissan Sentra. The newer Sentras are pretty garbage when it comes to the transmissions, but these ones were still really good. So I still trust these a lot, so I recommend them. So we got her this car, and she's been enjoying it, but unfortunately recently she got in a bit of a fight with a big old tree branch that was in the middle of the road. She said that she was driving, there was a car on this side, there was a car on this side, and there was a car behind her. So the only thing she had to do was kind of slow down and just, close her eyes and brace for impact. I don't know if she actually closed her eyes, because that'd be kind of dangerous, but she hit this tree branch, and boy, did it do quite a bit of damage. And let me show you what it did. Bam! Look at that. I mean, I know it doesn't look that bad because it's got the plastic wrap and all that stuff, but this is pretty bad. The rest of the car, is all square, no issues. This is a clean title car. The fender is now open about inch and a half from the hood. Luckily, hood didn't get damaged. Headlight didn't really get damaged, apart from this upper bracket that kind of just broke. I asked her if she wanted to get new headlights, recommended them, but they're not in the budget, so we're going to be reusing these ones. So I'm just going to fix that bracket, line it back up, and then she'll be good. So we ended up getting a front bumper and a fender, because the fender got rolled. You know how when you guys fender roll your cars and to get a little bit more fitment? Well, this tree branch was about yay thick. I want to say maybe like a 5-6 diameter, and it just rolled the fender on the tire all the way over here. Look at that. So it impacted here. Let me remove this real quick. This is literally what's holding on the bumper right now. This part where the bumper is supposed to mount to the fender is completely missing as well. Looks like the branch hit here, caught the tire, came up, went ahead and fender rolled this, and then somehow popped up. There's still some remnants of wood in there that I'll show you guys later when I get my light. All right, so now we're under here. Look at that. There's literally pieces of wood in there. And what else? What the heck is this? Oh, it's just the inner fender liner. Looks like it even bent the strut a little bit, so I might just bend that back. And looks like the actual spring is out of place as well. So I talked to her about that. She said I can bend it back, we'll leave it. She said it drives perfectly fine, and it has no driving issues. It just looks like this, and obviously it's rubbing on everything. There's the little bracket that I told you guys about in the headlight. So let's bring this hood up, bring the prop up right there. We got some 10mm bolts that we have everywhere. Here. Most likely the one that's under here. Probably have a bunch to do underneath, so I'm gonna have to lift up the front end to get to all of those. Looks like we have some 6-point bits, and then there's always like some bolts here, and then right on the bottom of the fender down there. So let's get started taking this car apart. Let's get these bolts out. What? These aren't even bolts. They're like plastic. So I'm taking this plastic off, and look what I find. A piece of wood. If that isn't proof of what happened, I don't know what is. Let's take this off. Look at that. Even the inner fender liner got destroyed. But the grill survived. That's a very valuable piece because we're going to be using that on the new bumper. So I got the wheel off, and upon further inspection, this strut needs to be replaced because that is not straight. Look at that. That impact was so strong it actually bent the actual base of the strut. I've never seen that before. Everything else is fine. Like the frame seems to be fine. It did get a little bit bent up here because of the wood. A little banged up, but I don't think it caused that much damage. Main damage is probably the strut and obviously the cosmetic. All right, I think the fender should pop out now. I just removed the last bolt that's right in there. And there was only 2 on the bottom. Normally there's another one like midway there. Didn't see anything, so this should pop out now. Looks like we got a little bit of a jam over here. And it's out. Look at that. Looks kind of cool actually. Got the new fender fitted. Everything seems to be lining up. Over here as well. That gets bolted under there. This should bring that down. And then it's lining up pretty nicely with the door as well. Down there. Awesome. Headlight as well. Nice and flat right there where the headlight meets the fender. This area obviously is going to get bolted down there as well. And that's looking pretty good. Got the front bumper fitted and it fits great actually. I just haven't clipped it into the fender yet. I'm not going to do that since I'm going to be removing it anyway. So I just wanted to put it on there and just make sure that everything was going to be fitting properly. And it is. I'm very happy with that. So now that I know that everything's, you know, back to normal, the body's going to be straight once I go ahead and put it on when it's painted. I'm happy with that. So now I'm going to go ahead and take these off. I'm going to paint match them to the car, let them dry for tonight, and then install them tomorrow. So
I got the parts painted, and here they are. I'll show you guys what they look like, and tomorrow we'll install them.
All right guys, it is day 2. The parts are now dry. The strut assembly is here, and I also went ahead and ordered this from Nissan. It's like the front clip that goes on the fender, well, on that fender actually, because it shattered. So this is something that was just 20 bucks, so might as well just buy it brand new. Got the car up on the jack once again. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the wheel, put the new strut assembly in, and then I'm probably just gonna put the body panels on, which are looking amazing, by the way. Pearl is one of my favorite colors. If you guys haven't guessed it by now, my actual car is pearl. You got the strut all disconnected down here. Remaining 2 bolts. Got the strut out. Let's unbox this new one. Very nice. I love how it's all complete. All I have to worry about is slipping it back. Brand new strut is in, and everything seems to be great. Everything's back in its original place, nice and tight. And I bolted it up at the top as well. So now I can put the cowl back, and the suspension will be straight now, because before this wheel hub was literally further back, and then the strut was all out of place and out of whack. All right, got the fender mounted up. It's lining up really nicely with that and with the bottom. So now the next step is going to be to put the little bumper clip, I guess, put the wheel back on. And then after this is all complete, we should be able to put the bumper and be pretty much done. Got the plastic clip in, got the mud flap on. Took the grill off of the old bumper, and now we can go ahead and put it on the new bumper. It literally just clips in. So fairly simple. Sometimes they're going to be bolt on. Bumper's on. It's looking very nice. Car's all put back together, everything's working, and I'm excited. Now I just have to go take it to the car wash, and then customer will pick it up. So all in all, wasn't too expensive. I think it was about 180 bucks for the bumper and the fender, and then for the strut was on 120, and then 20 bucks for the little plastic clip. So you're looking at like 320 bucks in just parts. Obviously the painting is a little bit more expensive when it comes down to if you're a customer. If you're the actual guy doing the work, probably looking at around 100 bucks in materials to get this painted. If you learn to paint it yourself. If not, just take it down to your local paint shop. They should be able to get it painted for you. Yeah, so all in all, this is going to cost, I think, 960 bucks for the customer. Get the whole car reconditioned again, get the strut in there, a bumper and fender fresh paint. Then I'm gonna go take it to get a car wash because it's looking a little dusty. So it's been sitting out there for about a week, and then she can enjoy her car again, start driving it again, and continue to get good gas mileage and have a nice reliable car. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys have a great day.